Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for all those people who have been watching me. And for those who doesn't know about me, my name is Abigail, and I am here to guide you to start on this rental partition business. During the last 3 months since I've opened this YouTube channel, I have a lot of questions and I've received a lot of inquiries about how to start the rental business. Indeed, this business is a flourishing type of investment in Dubai because there's a lot of people wanting to have a decent home to stay. But what are the things that you have to remember before you start your rental business? So today I would love to talk to you about some of the questions that I have received on my email to answer those inquiries, and I decided to create just a short video for everyone to benefit as well. This could be one of your questions that you have in mind. So let's dive in. First, she asked, what are the things that you need to consider before getting a rental? First is the location. It's important that you're getting an apartment that is near the metro. If you find something that is close to the metro, it's good when you get a really good pricing, because now, if I'll be very honest, in the area of Dera Al Diga, these apartments have been fully saturated. There's a lot of people doing it, and most of the real estate, they are not willing to give the flat to anyone. Instead, they are the one who's doing the partition, and they're the one who's renting to people. So that leaves us, Filipino and other nationality, that have a small budget of funds to start the business right away. But still, there are some people that you can find. Let's say I have a friend where she has connections with people that wants to sell their apartments, and by buying the apartment from a person who already running the business, that's the only way for you to get an apartment ready. As well, it's already have tenants. You just need to check if the profit is enough for the amount that the person is asking. Later we will be talking about that, because that's a really different. But I created that video about Pasalo business, and you can actually find that on my videos from the past months. Next will be the common pitfalls. The common pitfalls that you will be experiencing will be only if the building is not a sharing building. So this is not normally happen, but sometimes there are some real estate that they will tell you already that it's not allowed, but some of the agent inside that actual real estate will tell you that it is allowed. And they will tell you, like, you can pay the watchman for this amount of money, and they will allow you to bring all these, items. But what it risks you is the feeling of not being safe, because if one day there is baladia who will come over the building and they will do the checking, then all of your business will have to shut down. So that's the only common pitfalls will be if you're dealing with a agent that actually not real or scam, and those people who are not saying the truth. So when I started the business 4 years ago, I've experienced a lot of things and mistakes and people that are not true to me. So I have learned already through those past years. So other than that, it's all about your management, about how you manage the apartment, what are the type of people that you're taking in your flat. But getting the apartment itself, as long as you get a clearance from the real estate that the building is sharing, and allowed partition, you have to make sure that it is allowed partition, and not just a divider that they will tell you we allow sharing, but partition is not allowed. Then you have no way to give this kind of business to that building. Next is, what are the documents that's needed when selecting a unit? Documents that are needed are only passport and visa. Then prepare a 3 amounts that might be asked from you. First is the deposit. So usually that's 5%, but some of the real estate now is asking for 10%, especially in Riga. Then there is a commission. Usually it's 5%. But now they have an additional agent fees, and some of the real estate that really knew how to price this kind of business, or some of the real estate who really have an idea how to pull an amount from you as much as possible, they will ask you key money. So the key money is like these amounts is being asked because they will allow you to create partition on the building. When I started, there was no such thing. But now, because of the market change, so these pricing have be completely been added that you should be paying. So passport only and visa. Visa and checks. Passport, visa, and checks. So those are the important, depending if it's 6 checks or 4 checks. Next will be, how can I ensure if the property allows partition? How can you know? The contract will be given to you, and this contract will show that the subleasing is allowed into this building. Normally, it should be written on your contract, and you should be having a copy of those contracts. So, those one of the things that would assure you that the apartment is legally allowed for partition. And to one of my viewers who actually asked if I do have contacts that can help you regarding on this process. To be honest, for the past 4 years, I've only had 3 buildings that I was rounding in Riga. And the reason why is because I already made a personal relationship to all 3 owners of that building. And they don't have vacancy, that's one thing. Second will be, usually real estate will not help you with this process. Unless the real estate has a vacancy, then they will give you that process and they will check the flat. That's normally the story. So before, when I started this, I was checking on Dubizel. And then it will help you as well if you have connections to people, if you have connections with people that knows if there are flats that are vacant. Because for me, when I started this, it was like during COVID as well, when I start to scale the business, where people are all scared and doesn't want to start the business at all. So that's how I multiplied all of my apartments, and I have only 3 buildings so far that I am dealing with. I'm not comfortable with other buildings or other owners because it's so hard. Some of them are rude, some of them are going to charge you huge costs when you're delaying payments. And these people have completely, they knew me by heart, and emotionally I'm involved with them in terms of about their business. So it's not easy to find these type of owners. That's why I don't normally go out from the area unless if I'll be given a chance to. So yeah, my advice is to keep searching. And in Facebook groups, there is a group where it's titled Pasalo Business. Now you can go into that group, just roughly just run through the actual page to see if there are people selling the flat, and then you can check the informations, how much they will sell, how much it will cost. But one thing that you have to make sure is if the real estate is allowing to give the contract to someone else, because there are some buildings who doesn't allow that. They would rather close the contract. They don't like to transfer. So what they want is like, you're gonna be a complete new customer. That's gonna be a different topic. Anyway, that's the only options if you are not finding anything in Riga. Or you can go out from a different location, either Salahaldin, Union, or Barsha, where maybe there is still some options for you to get this kind of buildings that allows sharing partition, where you can make the business. So thank you for watching, and I hope this video, it helps to everyone. This is just very quick because I am just going to run off, and I remember this lady because we're trying to set up an actual meeting, but somehow she's not available on my timing. So I hope this answers your questions. And those people who are new onto this business and starting, there is always a hope, okay? You just need to find the right connections. And I hope this video, it helps for you to start step by step. Thank you and have a good day.